I think it's time to start the real game. And if you've been watching the short videos on this channel for a while, first of all, I just want to say thank you. A lot of people discovered this channel through those quick clips, small ideas about discipline, productivity, and improving your life. They're easy to watch, they're fast, and sometimes they give you that little push of motivation you need during the day. But there's a problem with short-form content that most people eventually notice. It's great for inspiration, but it's not great for real change. You can watch 10 motivational clips in a row, feel inspired for 15 minutes, and then slowly drift back into the exact same habits you had yesterday. That's why this video is the beginning of something different. From now on, this channel is going to focus on deeper guide videos. Videos where we slow down and actually break down the systems that help people improve their lives. No hype, no empty motivation, just practical frameworks that you can apply in the real world. And the first system we need to talk about is discipline, because discipline quietly controls almost every result you get in life. Talent can help, intelligence can help, motivation can push you forward for a short period of time. But none of those things matter very much if you don't have the ability to consistently do the things that move your life forward. And the reason most people struggle with discipline isn't because they're lazy or incapable. It's because their environment and daily routines slowly guide them in the wrong direction. Think about the average day for a lot of people. They wake up and immediately reach for their phone. They scroll through social media, watch a few videos, check notifications, and before they even realize it, 30 or 40 minutes disappear. The day hasn't even started yet, but their focus is already scattered. Then the rest of the day fills up with small distractions, a little entertainment here, a little procrastination there, and the important things slowly get pushed further away. The workout becomes something you'll start tomorrow. The studying gets delayed until later tonight. The skill you wanted to learn somehow keeps getting pushed to next week. And the tricky part is that none of these moments feel like huge mistakes. Watching a video doesn't feel like ruining your future. Skipping one workout doesn't feel like a serious problem. But discipline isn't destroyed by one big decision. It's weakened by hundreds of small choices that shape your routine. Over time, those choices teach your brain something dangerous, that your own promises don't mean much. You say you'll start something tomorrow, then tomorrow comes and goes. Eventually, you start believing that maybe you're just not a disciplined person. But that belief is wrong. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you train, just like a skill. And one of the simplest ways to train it is through a structured period of change. That's where the 90-day system comes in. Instead of trying to change your entire life overnight, you focus on 90 days of intentional improvement. Not forever. Just 90 days where you practice better habits and more structured routines. 90 days is powerful because it's long enough for habits to take root, but short enough that it doesn't feel overwhelming. The system works in 3 phases. First is the reset phase. Second is momentum. Third is the identity shift. Each phase lasts 30 days and gradually increases the level of discipline in your life. Phase 1, reset, days 1 to 30. When people decide they want discipline, they usually start by trying to change everything at once. They plan to wake up extremely early, work out every day, read multiple books, and completely transform their routine overnight. It sounds inspiring, but it rarely lasts. Real discipline starts with control over your environment and basic routines. If your room is messy, your sleep schedule is chaotic, and your phone constantly pulls your attention away, staying focused becomes extremely difficult. So the first 30 days focus on creating order. Clean your space so your environment feels calm instead of distracting. Set a consistent time to sleep and wake up so your body develops a rhythm. Reduce unnecessary phone usage so your attention stops getting pulled in every direction. These actions might seem simple, but they serve a powerful purpose. Every time you complete a small task you promised yourself you would do, you rebuild trust in your own decisions. And that trust is the real foundation of discipline. Phase 2, build momentum, days 31 to 60. Once your environment becomes stable and your basic routines feel normal, the next 30 days focus on building momentum. This is where you start adding habits that actively improve your future. Maybe it's exercising regularly, studying more seriously, reading books that expand your thinking, or developing skills that could help your career. The most important rule during this phase is consistency over intensity. Many people sabotage themselves by trying to do too much too quickly. They create routines that look impressive on paper but are impossible to maintain in real life. Real discipline grows slowly. 30 minutes of focused effort every day will almost always outperform occasional bursts of extreme productivity. When you repeat a habit long enough, it stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like part of your routine. And once that happens, progress becomes much easier. That's how momentum builds. Phase 3, identity shift, days 61 to 90. By the final 30 days, something interesting begins to happen. The habits you've been practicing start to feel normal. You don't rely on motivation as much anymore because your brain has adapted to the structure. This is where the identity shift happens. Instead of thinking of yourself as someone who is trying to become disciplined, you begin to see yourself as someone who already is. And identity is powerful. When discipline becomes part of who you are, you stop negotiating with yourself about basic habits. You wake up when your alarm rings. You complete important tasks, even when you're not particularly motivated. At that point, discipline stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like your normal standard. Of course, there are still mistakes that can destroy discipline if you're not careful. The biggest one is trying to change too much too quickly. Another common mistake is waiting for motivation before taking action. Motivation is unpredictable, and if you rely on it too much, you'll spend most of your time waiting. And finally, many people quit after one bad day. But discipline isn't about perfection. Everyone slips sometimes. The difference is that disciplined people return to their routine instead of abandoning it completely. Discipline isn't about becoming a perfect productivity machine. It's about slowly aligning your daily actions with the future you actually want. And that transformation doesn't always require years. Sometimes it only requires 90 intentional days. If you give yourself 90 days of consistent effort, even imperfect effort, you can completely change the direction of your life. Your habits improve, your focus improves, and the version of yourself you once imagined slowly becomes real. If you made it this far, it probably means you're serious about improving your life. So this is the direction of the channel moving forward. Deep, practical guides that actually help you build discipline and structure. If that sounds useful, consider subscribing. And more importantly, start your own 90-day experiment today. Because the real game begins the moment you decide to take control of your habits.